Welcome to the 25th anniversary interviews. I'm here with Scott Barnett. So Scott, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Good. So you're heavily involved with Blackburn Eagles, aren't you?
I am.
So tell me a bit more about that then.
Yeah, I took over the Eagles 2 years ago when they were in a sort of a stage where they were really struggling. There was a chance that they might not have a team. I moved up from taking over the under-18s and sort of, as they say, the rest is history. We've had two pretty good productive seasons and hopefully continue to improve next year.
Yeah. So in the recent game between Hawks and the Eagles proved that they were no pushover. So how much of a skills gap is there between the Laidler League and the Morale Conference?
There's a massive skills gap, yeah. We sort of held our own with sort of the best we could in the first period. We sort of ran out of legs a little bit in the second period and things started to collapse from there, but there's no getting away from it. The gap is massive. That was seen in Widnes against Whitley. It was seen when the Hawks played Widnes. It's always seen. You'll never get away from it. It's a huge gap.
Would you say on average the age of your players are younger than that of the Hawks? So do they use that as a block to maybe move up leagues, or are most of them there just for a hobby?
There's a bit of both. We naturally do have younger players. We're sort of the gap between the 18s and the Hawks. Some players in the past and in the future will naturally go from 18 straight to Hawks, but for the ones that can't do that, or for the ones that maybe started hockey later, that's what the Eagles are sort of there for. It's good that players don't have to sort of turn away from the game once they hit 18 and don't make Hawks. And there will be some players, hopefully in the near future, that don't necessarily come all the way through the development, that sort of start at a later age, play for us for a little while, and then hopefully make it to the Hawks.
So if we go back to the game we had earlier in the season when the Hawks played the Eagles, do you think if that was to become a more recent, if we did that more often, would that be beneficial to both teams, or do you reckon it wouldn't really?
Personally, I think it would benefit the Eagles a lot more than it would the Hawks. There's no doubt about that. The Hawks, they would sort of have to treat it as working on things that they can't work on against in games in their own league. For us, it's always good to play higher than shoot for the moon a little bit and play higher than the level that you are. We took a lot from the game, and we really enjoyed it. We would welcome it on a regular basis, but we're under no illusions.
No.
It was a good game and we enjoyed it.
Great. And your brother Wes, recently it was said that he'd be playing in the game tonight.
Yes.
So who would you say is the better player, you or him?
It depends what you class as the better player. Wes is certainly a tougher player. He had some great battles when he was a Hawk. I was sort of the better player at a younger age, and Wes came into his own a little bit when he came into the Hawks levels. So bit of a crowd favourite when he dropped his gloves quite a bit. So I don't think I can really answer the question.
Will there be any of that from him tonight, do you think?
I doubt that very much. I doubt it very much. He's training for his triathlons and everything at the moment, and he only got called up. He's not been on the ice for 6 years,
Right.
So I think he'll just be, his fitness level will be high enough, but his skating and his stick work might struggle a bit after 6 years.
Right. And one final question. If you were to sum up how it feels to be back playing for Blackburn tonight, how would you describe it in one word?
In one word, brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you. That's it now. Thank you to Scott, and I'll let you get back to training.
Thank you.